Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 magazine podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Keep it with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 magazine podcast.
Oh, yes. Welcome back to the Stardom 101 magazine podcast here on iHeartRadio. Thank you, guys, as we spotlight entrepreneurs, creators, and innovators making impact all across the globe. Today's guest is someone who's blending business, entertainment, personal development, and technology into what he calls the Jertaker ecosystem. I like that, brother. Please welcome Jertaker to the building. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great. How are you doing?
It's a good day. It's a beautiful day. It's no rain out. The sun is shining. I think I'm all right.
Go.
That's what's up, brother. A lot of people know you by your name, Jertaker, of course.
Yeah.
That's a unique name, right? What's the story behind it? How did you evolve into a personal brand? Because at this point, it's not just your name, my friend. It's the brand. So tell me about that.
Yeah. So back a long time ago, because I started off in content creation almost about 15 years ago now. That's the thing I've done actually the longest. And I started off content creation and it kind of mixed it a little bit with backyard freestyle wrestling. I take like a mix of like matches from like a pro WWE type of style matches, but then I do like actual moves, almost like college wrestling and stuff like that. So pretty much like tackling, grapples,
I see.
finishing, things like that, but the types of matches like WWE. So we used to do that just as fun as kids in backyard, things like that. And my name is Jeremy. So I go, my real name is Jeremy Goodwin. So Jeremy, people used to always call me Jer, right? And so they used to say, Jer, because I'm not the biggest guy. I'm not compared to like most wrestlers out there. So like that, I'm not the biggest guy, about 5'10" or whatnot. But these people would be like, why is he always going for the slams? And Jer would be taking people down. Jer's taking people.
I see.
And ever since that occurred, I kept the name. I, for a short period of time, even had DJ Jertaker. That was a joke of a story. I was at that point, no joke, just, I guess I didn't have any talent in entertainment, but I was cocky like I did. And so for a handful of years, people remember that. Anybody who's been around for a long time remembers that. And I revamped everything in 2018, but I just chopped down to Jertaker and kept it since then. And now it's like that for business, entertainment, wrestling, music.
Wow. That's what's up, brother. And you're literally building an ecosystem designed to help people grow and create more freedom in their lives. What does that actually look like? And what inspired you to build this kind of new, like you said, you just alluded to, you revamped it, you tweaked it, the economy is different, right? Everything is happening. So what was a part of that inspiration to building something more curated to the vision in the future?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I honestly used to, being at a young age in entertainment, when I've gotten any success, being young, it went to my head, and I wasn't doing it for the right reasons. My head wasn't in the right space. My heart wasn't in the right space. And over time, going through trial and tribulations and going through trying and failing and adjusting and learning and getting humbled quite a few times, taking losses, using those losses as fuel to actually win and succeed, and having a lot of people doubt me, and a lot of people that doubted me, I used that doubt. I'm a type A personality. I'm very driven, but I'm also like very confident, sometimes overly confident. And so I just went out there and did stuff. I took action, and in the process of taking action, I made every mistake you could think of, that I at least could think of, within what I do. And I've been through a lot. I've experienced a lot for my age. I'm only about to be 24.
Yep.
But I've done a lot since I was really young, and I'm very ambitious. So I'm doing things day in and day out.
Nice.
With that being said, though, I really just I ended up getting connected with a team of entrepreneurs. They took me under their wing. I started learning some business. I started learning success principles, people skills, communication skills, people that actually are doing things for the right reason, that are actually driven with proper vision. And when I seen how much they were, I guess you could say, like, just driven for something bigger than themselves,
I see.
I latched onto that. And ever since then, and some other few key things that occurred, I've learned some stuff, I've seen some stuff, I've done some things, and I just started to realize that everybody has potential.
Yep.
They do.
Mhm.
And so because I realized everybody has potential, I just feel like most people don't live up to their potential. Not
Ain't that
even close.
something? Yeah, that's right. Not even
Exactly.
close, yeah.
And I would love to be able to see
Mm.
people be able to do some of the things that I'm doing and not look at me like I'm crazy. Like, I want them to go do
That's
like,
right.
I want them to go do that.
Yeah.
And most people are just not ready to step outside their comfort zone. They don't believe
Mm.
in themselves. So they're going
Mm.
through a lot of fear and doubt. And I just want people to be able to break through all those self-imposed chains
Mhm.
and be able to be free. Be
That's
able to make the
beautiful.
decisions they'd like to, be able to accomplish what they'd like to, and
Yes.
truly make the impact that they're destined to be able to create.
That's a mission in itself, brother. I love that. I gotta record that. That was beautiful. You had me fired up, Jerk. Good stuff. Moving right along, brother. And piggybacking on that, you mentioned that your expertise come from, like you were saying, real life experiences instead of certifications, right? We can get
Right.
papers, right? We can get all that stuff. But what's one lesson, I guess, that business taught you that no classroom can ever teach you? Just business, living life. What does that teach you that no classroom can ever teach you?
I would say one of the biggest things is ultimately if you have specific goals or visions, and this is my opinion, anybody can
Mhm.
take it as it is. I would say you want to only listen to those who got what you want or are where you want to be.
That's right. That's
And
right.
I take it back to even traditional education, and not to put down traditional education, but most
Mhm.
of the time you're learning on theory, you're learning on book stuff. You're not necessarily learning on, hey, I've done this, I've been there.
Mhm.
Here's let me help you get there. It's not like that. It's more you got people that are trying to teach you to do something that they haven't done. And to me, it's just I
Yeah.
just don't connect with it very well. I don't.
That's
I
right.
don't understand. How are you going to teach me something you've never
You've
done?
never
I don't.
done. Yeah.
I just have a hard time comprehending that. But
Mhm.
it's the norm, and a lot of people do that. And hey, it works for certain people. I mean, I look at it like this: if somebody's going to go to college, and if you want to get advice on a college, probably take it from the doctor, not the dropout.
Ah,
You should,
That's
right?
that's
Take it
the
from the doctor.
truth.
The doctor got a degree. He's making probably bank from his college degree. He's gonna
Uh,
have a drastically different look at college than I would. I
yeah.
personally think I want to get real world experience. I want to build my own assets. I want to
Mhm.
build my own community. I want to, learn through experience, learn through try, fail, and adjust, learn through educating myself, self education, and personal growth.
Mhm.
And that's a very entrepreneurial way of thinking. It's
Oh,
very different
yes.
than in like a more of an employee mindset. I I grew up in an environment with a lot of employee mindset, but
Mhm.
I never connected. I was always the black sheep. And
I see.
it wasn't necessarily that I was like um I don't even know how to put it. Like it wasn't necessarily that I was like odd. It was
Yeah.
just I wasn't in the right community. That's all it was.
There you go. You're right. That's
And
exactly what it is.
once I found other people that thought like me, I'm like, "I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna pick other people like me. There's
And
totally other people like me."
And it's more than one way to do things. It'll be a couple. The
Right,
traditional society wants you to do this,
yeah,
right? They kind of
right,
map out your life for you, but the unique
right,
aha is everyone's different, right?
right,
It's everyone's different,
exactly,
so you don't have to do that. You can get to the same destination on a completely different path. Yeah, so
exactly.
perfectly said it. You also spend a lot of your time studying AI, right? We in AI area, and
Oh, yes.
emerging technology, of course. A lot of people are kind
Yeah.
of nervous about this AI replacing jobs thing. You seem to view it as an opportunity, right? I want to
Oh, yeah.
talk to you about that. How do you think entrepreneurs should be approaching AI right now?
Learn it as fast as possible. Like,
Ain't that the truth?
this is this is unlike anything else,
I've ever
literally
seen before, brother.
ever.
Oh my gosh.
This is not even like the industrial age. This is not even like
Jeez.
the dot-com era. This is
Wow.
beyond even the dot-com era because dot-com changed everything, everything.
Everything. Yes, it
But
did.
here's the thing
Mhm.
with AI, everything that dot-com changed, it
Uh,
basically just made it expedited some things. It made things a little bit more simpler. You could reach people around the globe, which is
wow.
amazing. You are now but then it arised a lot of problems. It made a lot of jobs. This is different. I
Correct.
don't see what jobs it's gonna create. They have AI connected robots that could do every type of job, labor, medical, like
Wow.
computer stuff, program, like
Wow.
entertainment. Like this is the only people, in my opinion, that are truly gonna get really far this day and age, which right now, I
Right now.
personally think you could be an individual that
Uh,
becomes a billionaire without a team.
ain't
With
that
AI,
something? Oh my
I think you
goodness.
can.
Yeah.
But the people who are afraid,
Uh,
there's 3 types of people that I look at. When it comes to decisions, changes, opportunity, there's 3
okay.
different types of people.
Got
One is the people who fight. There's the people who freeze, and there's the people who fight. Fight, fight. And here's the thing: the people who freeze, they're like, I don't know what to do. I'm a
I don't
little
know what to
nervous. They
do.
delay.
Yeah.
They end up missing out.
Mm.
They get frustrated, but they're at least better if you freeze than if you run. If you're running the opposite direction,
You got nothing. No chance.
it doesn't go away.
Okay.
Shoving it under the carpet. Now, not only are you frustrated, but you're out of energy
Yeah.
and you missed out.
Mm.
But the people who fight, those people are the ones that are going to be the new wave of billionaires, millionaires, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be the people who don't have to worry about losing their role
Yeah.
to AI.
You're
They're
right.
going to be the ones that own the machines. They're going to be the ones that own the operations. They're going to be ones that own the businesses. They're going to be the ones that scale. They're going to be the ones that don't get left behind. And they're going to be the ones ultimately that are able to leverage the knowledge in this information age.
Wow, brother. And how do you personally use AI in your own projects? Just a little bit. Can you share some concepts that you do with AI?
I'm trying to learn it all. And because I just think about it doing time audits and looking at where I've been spending my time. And the way that I look at things is busy work is something that's honestly not your friend, because
Yeah.
you can sit there and be busy all day doing mindless tasks. And honestly, a lot of people are gonna get offended by this.
Yeah.
Doing dishes, cleaning, vacuuming, fixing things, just saying that's called busy work.
That's
You're
right.
not impacting people necessarily. You're not
Mhm.
saving lives. You're not creating art for people to enjoy forever.
Mm.
You're basically just doing something that somebody else needs to do. Like, say, for example, donate that job to somebody who needs it. Because there's
Yeah.
people starting off that
Wow.
need jobs.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
there's people over time that are very creative. We're meant to build. We're meant to create. We're meant to innovate. That's
There you
us as
go.
humans.
That's human.
And so if
Yeah.
we're not doing that, what are we really doing? Did we have any progress?
Mm.
And if you look at your day and you think, oh, well, I fixed the sink. Congratulations. There's people that need that done. Like right now, the people who are afraid to step outside of their comfort zone need
Yeah.
that job because they're not looking to get into AI. They're not looking to get into business or
I see.
entrepreneurship.
I
They're
see.
not looking to be a creator or a artist or something like that. So if
Mhm.
that's the case, that's fine. But here's the thing: you are at risk of losing your job.
Mm.
Two, you really, if you are a creative, or you're a builder, you're an entrepreneur, or you're an innovator, or you're in anything like that, and
Mhm.
you're now spending your time doing busy work, I just honestly think you're wasting your time. The time is too precious. It goes too.
Yes. Yes. Mm.
I don't think there's anybody that's at their deathbed saying like, "Man, time went so slow for me. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
You're
Like
right.
I had all the time in the world to do everything I wanted." No, they're always like, "I didn't get to do everything I wanted." And I
Yeah. That's the truth, brother. That's the truth right there. And you got collaborations, you got some educational projects out there. Speaking of time and resources of people, content platforms is out there. And this media expansion is all in the works. What's the vision in the next 5 years, 3 years from now for the Jertaker brand? What can the fans look forward to as you continue to expand and open up opportunities for other people as well?
I would say it's gonna be unrecognizable. I don't even think
Wow.
I can
You
recognize
can't even,
what
wow, that's that vision, brother. Yes, beautiful.
I I already looking at it like just in
Mhm.
the past month, I've been able to do more because of AI than I've had in like 2, 3 year spans.
Mm.
So and the more I learn, the faster I learn, the more I implement, the more leverage I have, and the
Mhm.
more time compounding that I can. Because with my business, I already have time compounding. I leverage other people's time through independent contractor opportunities where, we buy into goals together. We're in business together.
Yeah.
We're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. I already have time compounding. I've seen the power of it. I've had 7 month spans where I 2,900% of my income, and not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but not many people could do that. Not many
Absolutely.
people could do that.
Absolutely. That's not easy.
That's
Yeah.
not easy at all. And most people don't even have the proper vehicles or catalysts to do that. But with
Absolutely.
what I'm doing with AI plus that,
Mhm.
if I thought that was a lot, 2,900%, that's gonna be a
Whoa.
joke. That's
Yeah?
gonna be a joke.
Whoa, man.
That's so when I say like, what is it gonna look like?
I really
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
be able to do anything and everything in my opinion, and I won't have to be limited. That's
Wow.
literally what I could think of. I'll be able to impact as many people as I want.
Mhm.
I'll be able to spend my time exactly how I want because if I have file transferring done, editing's done for me, concepts of stuff for planning, research is done for me. I could take 30, 40 videos,
Yeah.
articles, a book, throw it all into AI and it reads all the stuff for me till it gives me the key points and an actioned blueprint on what to do and how to do it. Like,
Wow. I mean, just really trimming the fat.
that would have been 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 hours. I'm like,
Wow.
just to cut that out. And now I'm like, now what do I do? Now I can focus on creating, building, innovating, scaling, like building relationships.
You're right, right. And that's the key. And it's, I think
Being a human.
AI, perfect. You just said it. That's exactly what I was gonna say, brother.
Yeah,
Oh, you just got, and I think that's what people kind of lose in the concept. It's like, no, if you utilize it as a resource, as a tool, it actually allow you to be human again. Because we have
exactly.
gotten so far away from the disconnection. And this is on the heels of the pandemic, Jerk.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't,
Yeah.
when we were separated, right? The
Right.
world was, we didn't know what was going on. It was just, and now you got a tool to reconnect. Hey,
Yep.
guys, we utilize this reconnection tool. Mhm.
And one thing I would say to that is they
Yep.
said social media was going to bring us all closer together, but what did it do? It did the exact opposite.
It did
It
the
brought us further
opposite.
apart.
You're
We got
right.
connection to each other, but we're the
Wow.
most disconnected. We're the most loneliest.
Ain't
The
the
generation, my generation and
Yep.
beyond are the loneliest generations like ever. So, and here's the
Wow.
thing. This is where it's gonna be different though, because AI can buy back all that time because here's the thing, people were jumping on social media because
Okay.
they were so in a process of living a life that, like the rat race. They were just living a life that they didn't even, I guess you could say sign up for. They
I
didn't
see.
know that what it was gonna be like before they started going down that path. They were
I
just
see.
instilled to go down that path.
I see.
And so now they're in it and life trains you to get credit cards, get in a bunch of negative debt, get
Yeah.
a mortgage, get car
Yeah.
payments, all these different things, and now you're trapped. And
Mm.
so the problem is you want to escape the trap, but you
Uh,
can't. So what do? You doom scroll. And
mm,
you get entertained with small little dopamine hits. And in the
mm.
process of doing that, you avoid all your problems. You're shoving them all under the carpet and they compound over time. And that's why most people leave this earth not in financial dignity.
Wow.
It's true. And here's the thing, AI though can
Mhm.
get them to think again, can get them to
Ah,
critical think again, because it can
ah.
take away all that mindless, busy work
Yep.
that they were doing if they're at least stepping outside of their comfort zone and doing what it takes to learn how to do it.
Wow.
And it's not really that complicated.
Yeah, you're right. And then at that point, it literally becomes your will, your passion, your commitment, the little
Right,
intangible tools like, hey, remove the fear, remove the anxiety. AI can
right,
remove that, remove the downtime, all this research
right,
time. And just now it's like, hey, are you willing to take a step? You
right.
you, you almost got no excuse now.
Exactly. Exactly. People take like a small little anthill and they make it look like it's Mount Everest. Like, no joke,
Ah,
most people, they look at a problem and they see themselves as a mouse when they're really an elephant. They don't know what they're
they don't
capable
even
of.
know
They don't
capable
even
of.
see themselves as who they are. It's like that
Wow.
reflection that you see, in the puddle where you have the cat looking into the reflection, but the cat sees a lion. If
Yeah.
you seen like how a cat's seen, and you knew what you're capable of,
Woo.
it just you would then see these things you look at as Mount Everest are really
Yeah.
anthills, and
Yeah.
your capabilities is
It's
you could be
massive.
making stuff that's
Exactly.
like
Mhm.
that.
Mm.
It's just and I think the busy work gets people delusional. I think it gets people ignorant and arrogant. They don't even real lazy even.
Yeah.
They're busy, so busy being tired and out of energy that they're
Wow.
not doing anything important and preserving their energy because you can allocate and delegate and automate. And
Yep.
in the process of doing all of that, you'll now have extra time to properly think, to
Mm.
think through, and to figure out who you are,
Yeah.
to self-discovery. And once you do that, I think you're gonna see things from an entirely different perspective. You're
Wow.
gonna be able to do more, think bigger, your
Mhm.
brain's gonna expand, and it's gonna be rather than thinking small, it's gonna be thinking big. And
Mm.
I just think that this is going to be one of the craziest times. And even if you hear with AI, there's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot of diseases gonna be a thing of the past.
Wow, brother.
If you look into the research that they got going on, they're coming up with cures to like everything
Yeah.
and nanobots that can go in your body and fix things and
Oh my goodness. We didn't hear.
literally.
Do you do any talking engagements, speaking? Man, you're just like a motivational speaker, bro. I heard you, man. I was
I
just sitting
consume a
here with
lot
my
of
hand.
input.
Like, have you ever like what's that path? Have you ever even thought about that path? Talking engagements, speaking, motivation? Because you got a wealth of
I
knowledge, brother, and you're good. Mhm.
Thank you, thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
I have actually. I don't do it super
Uh,
publicly, like, I do
okay.
them for a lot of private events, business events, and things like that. I
Sure.
would be open to probably doing some more of them more publicly.
Okay.
I haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg. I've been honestly since, like, 20 2020, loading the
Mhm.
cannon. I'm not even joking. I've been trying to just get my finances perfect as best as
Nice.
possible. Not perfect, but
Beautiful.
as best as possible.
Mhm.
Keeping cash flow, ownership. I'm trying to make sure that I'm self-sufficient, educated, that I have the proper skills that I need, such as sales,
Yep.
marketing, business,
Mhm.
people skills, communication skills.
Mhm.
You can't really succeed at a high level in anything if you don't know those.
Without that exactly. That's the core.
Exactly, and
Mhm.
so now that I'm starting to get to the point where, like, I can see things very differently, things are a lot easier for me, like, the struggles I've once had to me
Mhm.
are laughable compared to what I can go through now.
Yeah.
But I've grown a lot, I've
Yeah.
learned a lot, I've grown a lot, and I input a lot because your brain is like a computer.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
input stuff,
Yep.
and whatever you're inputting is what you're gonna
It's
get
gonna
for
get
output.
out. There you go.
And so I take it super seriously. I'm reading and
Yes.
listening to educational audios, entrepreneurial mindset, wealth mentality, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And honestly, that's what's allowing me to be able to speak better. It's allowing me
Mhm.
to be able to think before I speak. It's allowing me to be
Mhm.
able to critical think better, to be able to see from proper perspectives.
Mhm.
Because I don't know if you've heard before, but there's two sides to a coin technically,
Yeah.
but you don't wanna look from either side of a coin, you wanna look from the middle.
The middle. There
You
you
need to
go,
see both
brother.
sides.
Yes, sir. We talk the same language. Good stuff. You're my guy, man. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, tell the people how they can work with you, brother. I want to, like I said, when people want to connect with you, they want to do business with you, collaborate, expertise, consulting, coaching. I hear a bunch of this stuff in you, brother, fusing out. You just
Yeah.
at the tip of the iceberg, man. The vision is there, the mindset's there, the passion, hunger. I want people to do business with you. How can they connect with you, brother?
So that's honestly what I'm building with that ecosystem. It's going to be a streamlined way that people can actually get inside access. They can actually see the process of how I'm doing, what I'm doing, what I'm
Mhm.
learning. And
Mhm.
they'll also be able to, at some point soon, book discovery calls to where we can figure out how we can actually either partner up, how I
Mhm.
can help them with learning some of the stuff that I'm learning or have learned through experience so they don't have to take as long as I did on certain things.
Mhm.
And also, even if it comes down to, hey, I'm just looking to have a healthier life, I'm looking to better myself on where I'm at.
Mm.
That's also going to be an option too. And if they're really just a fan of some of my work when it comes to content or music or wrestling or modeling, whatever the case may be,
Mhm.
I'm writing books as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing. And the biggest thing that I'm just trying to do is I'm trying to create a lot of leverage because so many people are saying I'm biting off more than I can chew. I got too much on my plate. And
Mhm.
I agree. I do. And so that's where I it was a necessity for me. It went from a want to a need for me once I
Yeah.
realized that realistically, if you look at the pace that I'm going, I'm not gonna reach everything I'm trying to reach. And so
Mhm.
that's where, like, that's why it was so needed for me to be able to time compound, leverage other people's time,
Yeah.
and not in a way where I'm just hiring employees or things like that. No, I want them to be able to have just as much ownership as me. I want
Absolutely.
them to be able to buy into the dream, the mission, the purpose. I want them to be able to get paid what they're worth, not what I think
Mm.
they're worth, what they are worth, not the position, what
Yep.
they're worth.
Their worth.
And the best way to do that is, in my opinion, independent contractor. They could scale their own income based on their ambitions.
Mhm.
They have freedom, control. It's a level playing field. Now, yes, there's no ceiling, but that means there's no floor as well, right?
That's right.
No
That's right.
ceiling, no floor. No
Mhm.
ceiling is great because you can reach whatever you'd like to reach.
Yep.
Sky's the limits, honestly, beyond that. But
Mhm.
you need to have proper discipline, right? You need to have your time management, right? You need to have those things. But that's where I think a lot of people would fall off. And so
Yeah.
that's where I'm creating an ecosystem to where they can learn all that. They can see other success stories. They can have a community. They can
Mhm.
also see testimonies, all that kind of stuff, and have access to things honestly unlimited for affordable
Wow.
too. I'm not trying to hit somebody with a major course or something like that because I know that I've never liked that. I never like getting hit while I'm down
Well,
because
you down.
technically a lot of people are down. They're
Yep.
down.
Ain't that the
Inflation's
truth,
crazy,
brother? Yeah.
cost of living, dollar
Uh,
value's going down, all of that, and you're about to hit somebody while they're down. I understand you gotta make money. I
yeah.
understand you gotta take care of your family, but there's ways of being able to take care of your family by helping more people for a cheaper price than
Ah,
to hit them with something that's gonna maybe if they don't maximize everything that you're providing, they might derail them.
you're right. You're
It
right.
might derail them.
Yeah, they
And
shouldn't have to
so
make a life choice decision between you and a exactly, and a meal or the roof of the exact it's
and
just too
people
much.
do.
Yeah,
And people do, and
you're
it's
right.
terrible because, like, I don't blame them for doing it because when you're underwater for so
Mm,
long,
mm.
the only thing you want is to take a breath. So you're willing to
Yes.
make sacrifices. You're willing to do things that you probably wouldn't do if you were able to think straight, but you
Yeah.
can't think straight when you're drowning.
No.
You just can't. And so when somebody's drowning, I just want to take pressure off of them. I want to build belief in them. I want to
Wow.
show them what I see in them. And if
Wow.
I could do that and just even impact one life, the ripple effect of that and the amount of people that can get impacted
Yeah.
beyond what I'm even capable of reaching
Yeah.
is endless.
Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. To
But
everyone
I would say
tuning in, go
I would
ahead.
say search up Jertaker on anything. You'll find me. I'm the one and only Jertaker. I was the
Yep.
first. There's other people that tried to come before me, and I'm gonna be honest, most of them didn't last very long because they tried to take a name that was already, trademarked. They already
Yep.
took a name that's been in existence for over 15 years, and I've built such a foundation. You look up on any platform, you look up on Google,
Uh-huh.
YouTube, radio, TV. I've been on all that stuff. So that's the thing is, I would just say look up Jertaker, capital Jertaker, Jer, and then
Mhm.
Taker spelled together. Look up Jertaker. I'm easy to find. It comes up easy. And realistically, what you see now is nothing. I've got a mega vault archive of everything when it comes to music content that I just didn't have enough bandwidth to be able to provide everybody. And so
Mhm.
that roof is coming off, and
Yeah.
I don't even understand what's coming. Like I could
That's
just say that.
beautiful. Well, that's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everyone for tuning in. Make sure you follow and subscribe and stay connected with Stardom 101 Magazine. Jertaker is all of his social media platforms that he just referenced. Those going to be in the caption of the episode. Don't worry about that. We're going to make it very easy for you to connect, support, subscribe, and stay tuned as this ecosystem is being built in real time. Thank you, my guy, Jert. Man, it's been a pleasure. It's always great talking to you,
Appreciate
bro.
you having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we guys see you guys next week, same place. Be good, stay blessed, and as always, keep God first. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom 101 magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom 101 Magazine podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.